Why can't we even focus on me, bro? Dang, bro. Feeling good, feeling great. How you guys doing today? I'm feeling a little spooked. See, that's a new one right there. That's a new emotion. Y'all didn't know I had that. Y'all didn't know I had that. But listen though, we're reacting to some ghost videos. Wanna know why? And I'll tell you why. There's no boo bye reason, okay? It's just because I'm hungry and I want to watch some videos, and I decided to do it with y'all because I fuck with y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be alone because I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? So look, I turned on some lights and turned on the camera because I don't want to be scared. With that being said, let's get into the video.
On November 14 of 2025, a small family rents out an Airbnb for a few days, unaware that they would encounter something very unsettling while staying there. They had booked the place in advance for an upcoming wedding that was out of town, so staying here made sense. But one night, after coming back from walking their dog, this happens.
We were just out walking my dog, and when we came in, we heard...
What is that up there? Why is that moving? Why the dog look like he has to take a shit? I don't know. 41 seconds and we're pausing. I don't like how the dog's not going upstairs. I don't like that. I don't like how he's just sitting on the stairs. He either got a poo or there's something up there and he's scared. Me and the dog got a lot in common. I got a poo and I'm scared, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Because I got that dog in me. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. My bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, she opened the window, so it could have been a draft. Was that someone running up the stairs? Did the pit pat pit pat pit? Was that someone running up the stairs and you're just gonna look over, you're not gonna yell? You weirdo.
Grinch!
Somehow, the leash on her dog's collar suddenly jolts up in a quick motion.
That's crazy. I didn't even mention the leash. I forgot about it.
It just flings up as if someone had chucked it upwards. But clearly, no one is seen on the stairs to have done that, which is very odd considering that just moments ago, this was heard. Now, Sydney, who recorded this video, was just as baffled as the Airbnb host who received this video from her. But this wouldn't be the only video she sends, because the next day, while placing the leash on the stairs to see if it would jump again, this is captured.
Okay, so this is the leash.
What's gonna happen?
There she goes again.
Why is she not going all the way up there? That's throwing me off, bro.
But she's definitely sensing something.
There's people in your walls.
Every single day.
I don't like that.
Although the leash doesn't move
like
this
that.
time, her dog goes ahead and does this. For some reason, it's at the same time the leash is on the steps that her dog begins to search for something. But like before, nothing appears to be there. Sydney even checks the rug to see if anything on or under it was making her dog behave this way. But still, nothing. However, there's something in this video that's worth pointing out, and it's a detail that appears in other videos that Sydney recorded of her dog. Watch closely.
So I wanted to show you guys some footage of my dog with these stairs. So here's another clip that I got of her doing it, walk over and see her, and she was so locked into this.
Now, if you didn't notice, in each video, Sydney's dog is always around a certain area of the stairs. It's always the middle or lower half of the steps, but never the top. If it wasn't for this detail, Sydney would not have realized this.
So
is there like someone in the
fucking
fucking floorboards?
Dog just is always hanging out right here. So I just found
No,
door
bro.
back here.
How'd you just find the door?
So I don't think that it's what's on the stairs.
No. What the fuck? Whoa, what the hell is that? Rewind.
It's what's on the stairs. I tried to check, but the door is locked. Obviously, it's an Airbnb, so they lock.
What do you mean you just found the door? The front door is literally right there. That's the front door. And you didn't see that door walking in? What do you mean you just found the door? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't think that it's what's on the stairs. I tried to check, but
Why do they got a fake crystal
door is locked.
doorknob?
Obviously, it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up. Yeah, I don't think.
Okay, let's say this is real, right? Let's examine. Let's do some investigative work, right? Let's say this is real. They have. First off, how do you not see the door? Anyway, that doesn't matter, right? Let's say let's say we find this door, right? You see the texture on the door? I believe that's metal, okay? And that texture reminds me of like those indoor coolers, you know what I'm saying? Or it's just a metal frame. Either or, it's not a good sign. Either or, you're trying to go and investigate. That's none of your business, bro. You're there for the week, and you doing a whole bunch of bull. You're there for the week. It's time to, spend your time out in the beach or something and go dip off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be at home. You're on a vacation, bro. Go somewhere. Go to a restaurant. Do something. But that is none of that is none of our business. You see, I'm not a curious guy. I'm not a curious guy. I might be a handsome guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I might be a handsome guy, but I'm not investigating. It's above my pay grade. I don't get paid. I don't get paid to go investigate that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. Are you doing that? Is that something you would do? No.
So they lock a lot of the doors up. Yeah, I don't think that it's what's on the stairs, like what I initially thought. I think it's what's below.
Considering that the space is on the ground, it explains why her dog is never seen on top. She seems to be sensing something that's in this room. But the question is, what exactly is she sensing? Wanting to find out, Sydney and her sister probe around the space to see what it might be that's inside. But during this moment, while recording, they capture this.
So this is the switch. You guys can see their light.
I'm not one to discredit you on anything but your actions. But I'm just saying, anybody of color, my camera just shift. Anybody of color is not doing that. They're not doing that. We saw the lady's hand. No disrespect to the lady. What do you mean you're poking around? Excuse me, bro. You want to get down? This is not Scooby-Doo. We're not no PIs. We're not police. See, that got nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. I'm leaving. I'm going home.
It's on right there.
That could be somebody living in there, and you have no weapon, no nothing.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app with Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
I wonder if...
Ooh, I don't like that. Oh my god, I hated that.
Just imagine there's someone right behind the door.
Foolish activities, foolish. Ooh, what was that? Ooh, what was that? See, and now, no. Don't be scared now, Playboy. Don't be scared now. Go investigate. Velma? The other girl? Daphne? Like, go investigate. Don't get scared now. No. It's no time for that. You wanted to know. Now that you know, you want to be scared? Hell no.
Almost immediately,
100% it. Don't be a weirdo.
Turns. Although no one was seen on the other side, the door
Ooh,
had
I don't like
moved
that. I
as
don't
it
like
fell
that.
from the other end.
Yeah,
Now,
don't get
Sydney was
scared
under
now,
the impression
Playboy.
that a person had turned the knob, so they reach out to the Airbnb host and ask if anyone else is renting the place.
Sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb, and hold on, let me turn asking, like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week.
After finding out that no one else is inside, Sydney concludes that what happened that night wasn't a case of someone co-renting the house, but rather another paranormal occurrence. To her, this is much preferable over having a stranger inside the house. But despite being at ease now, knowing that it's not a person, the doorknob incident still baffles her. This is so, especially given that it still moves now and then.
Get knocked on. What is it? Get knocked back? Like, what are we looking for here?
Yeah.
They have a kid. I'm sorry, you have a kid and you messing around with some voodoo demon bull, bro? You're wilding. Now you're wilding. You putting a kid in danger for your curiosity.
Scary. Okay.
Outrageous work.
Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
You're really knocking on the devil's door right now. Like, what are you doing? That might be the dumbest shit I've ever seen, bro. That might be the dumbest shit I've ever seen. For real. For real. That was some dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. Because what were you gonna do if someone were like barge through the door? Like, what was the plan? What was the plan? Let's say there wasn't a ghost or some demon. What if there is some man, something, some woman, and she barges through that door? What was your plan? What were you gonna do? I feel like we didn't think this plan ahead. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me when I'm with my brain thinking. I feel like how did she get her phone back? Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh. If it jump scares me, I'm turning this off. We're ending the video, bro. No, that's not it. That's not it. Huh? It stood up? You expect no.
As it turns out, this room was actually a basement. Out of nowhere,
No.
the phone gets yanked in.
No. I don't care how many times I paused. No. You expect me and my intelligence. They expect us, me and you, fool, to believe that they picked up the phone? They picked it up and dropped it? Oh yeah, nah. The fact that they even still stayed there at the thing, curious, trying to find out.
Oh, what is it? Is it a ghost?
You need to go. You need to go. That's natural selection right there. That's natural selection. I mean, you should have lost your phone. I would have gave up on the phone. That's just me. I would have gave up on the phone. That's just a me thing, though. I don't know about you, but hey, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, bro. Whatever floats your boat. We're not gonna talk about the logistics of it all.
Side before tumbling down the steps and landing on its face. But it's before it tumbles that something weird happens. If you didn't notice, the phone moves on its own again before falling down.
You want some of this?
But of course, the strangest part is when the phone somehow lifts itself.
Nah, alright.
Neither Sydney nor the Airbnb host could explain this. It just rises up before falling back with no footsteps around to suggest that someone was there. It's no wonder why many see this as being paranormal. To Sydney and her sister, that's exactly the case. Whatever had been inside did not seem to like their intrusion, from the leash moving on its own to the phone being pulled inside. It currently remains unknown as to what
that was crazy. No, that was crazy.
But as with all videos, you be the judge on whether or not something supernatural took place. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I didn't feel like we thought about that all the way through.
From zero to a complete site in just a single prompt.
Bro, I'm not worried about Wix, bro. I'm not worried about Wix.
Vibe coding meets drag and drop.
Now, the following video was recorded by a grandmother who lives alone with her dog and 2 cats. However, it appears that her pets aren't the only ones keeping her company, because according to her, there's something in her house that won't leave her alone.
В зеркале было отражение чего-то не очень непонятного. На видео.
I don't know what was it, I don't know. I'm assuming what it was. I don't know what it was, but I videotaped it. I hope wow, holy moly. And I will prove to you all.
Я вам всем докажу. Я вам...
According to Polina, last night she recorded a video of something that appeared in her bedroom. It showed up in the same spot where it often appears, around the mirror.
What the
She's been trying to get it on camera as her family believes it's nothing. They believe it's her old age that's making her see things.
That's crazy.
After watching this video, they're not so sure now if that's the case. Take a look.
Told me should have put a CD. Now your toothbrush is my new Jordan cleaner.
Уходи отсюда. Я
I know
тебя
where
не
the
боюсь.
tennis and
Уходи
you ain't
отсюда.
Serena.
Уходи из моего дома. Уходи. Я тебя не боюсь.
Ooh wee. I like how aggressive grandma is right here. I like that. She's standing 10 toes. Ooh. Ooh. She got the patas out? Okay.
Уходи отсюда.
I just dropped my candy.
Уходи отсюда. Я тебя не боюсь.
Could have been
Уходи.
sufficient line.
Уходи, я сказала. Уходи отсюда. Уходи. Я тебя не боюсь.
After
Ooh.
Polina realizes that what she'd seen wasn't there, she catches sight of this.
Ooh,
A
I don't
dangling
like
ornament
that.
beneath the lamp, moving on its own. However, it wasn't just swaying back and forth as one would expect. It was curving upwards in a strange manner that neither a draft or wind current could cause. Now, whatever
Ooh,
happened that night
yeah.
is something that remains uncertain.
Doesn't that look like Freddy Fazbear up there? I'm just me. My
In
bad.
either case, whether paranormal or not, just seeing this out of nowhere is unsettling. But one night, Polina decides to record again
There's more?
because apparently she saw the same figure hiding inside her fireplace. Take a
Huh? Santa, is that you, bro? So why do you add this in music? Like, that's not in the video. Like, why'd you do that? I'm not seeing anything.
Like
I
something
didn't see
out of a
anything.
nightmare, what looks like a head suddenly appears in the fireplace. And the freakiest part is that it shows itself right when Polina starts to get
That could just be. That could like be like the lens is like fucking up or something.
close. It's
Like, I'm
as
not
if
even coping
whatever
on-
this was had realized she was approaching.
Ooh, I don't know. 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 That could just be like when you get closer, the light is like hitting the back wall. Is hitting the back wall. Like, I'm not even trying to cope on this one. I think that's what it might be.
Understandably, she was freaked out by this.
Can we get a-
but
can
more
we- can we-
so after
yeah.
going back to the space and seeing the fireplace completely empty. But more so realized.
Hold on,
she
let's
was
get a-
about
let's get a
right when
replay of
Polina
that.
Starts to get close. And the freakiest part is that it shows itself right when Polina starts to get.
Ooh, that could just be the camera adjusting. My camera does that too. It doesn't make heads or anything, but like if I go like this and cover it, it kind of like the background gets really dark, then it brightens up. That's might be what the camera's
get
doing on her
close.
phone, because I know
It's
phones
as
do
if
that too.
Whatever this was had realized she was approaching.
Ooh.
Understandably,
See,
she was
I don't
freaked
know.
out by
I don't know.
this, But
I don't
more
like
so
that.
after going
I'ma
back
go
to
with the
the
lens
space
flare thing,
and
though.
seeing the fireplace completely empty now. Like before, what she saw initially is now gone. Now currently, no new videos have been shared by Polina, whether supernatural or something else. These two clips are without a doubt pretty
Yes.
terrifying.
To not believe your grandma is insane, by the way. If my grandma start talking about, yeah, I saw somebody in my house. I saw this dark shadowy figure. Grandma, you can come live with us, Grandma. I'm not gonna leave you there. I don't care how old or schizophrenic you might be. Is my hair really like all my hair is so perfect, and then it got this like one little like, bro. Come on, Grandma, you can come with me. I'm not tripping. You can come with me, bro. I'm not gonna leave you with the monsters. That's messed up. That's messed up in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe that's just me though.
Now the following video comes from a young mother
Ooh,
named
baby.
Akina, And ever since having her
Yeah,
first
yeah,
child,
yeah.
she's
Where,
been posting
bitch, I'm
numerous
a baby.
videos of a baby boy.
Sorry.
It's her first child, so it makes sense that she would want to capture every moment involving her
Is he
son
winking at
Ponko.
me?
From the time he was born to the moment
Y'all
he got his
saw him
first
winking, bro?
playpen, Akina has been sharing lots of memories involving Ponko
I
on
can't
her
wait to have
page.
kids, bro. When I'm
However,
older and
not every
financially
moment
stable,
has been
not
shared
now. Holy
online,
shit.
and for good reason. On January 29th of 2024, at around 2:30 in the morning, Akina was dead asleep when she suddenly woke up to something in her bedroom. Thankfully, little Ponko was unaware of what was happening.
Excuse me?
Because during this moment, something pretty frightening happened. The following is what was
Y'all
caught.
heard, hold on,
Take a
y'all
look.
heard that? Ooh. Nigga, what? Why is a light on in your house? Brother, what? Brother, huh? Dude, oh, this one hit me in my chest. Why? Oh my god. Back in 2024, 29th of whatever the first month of the year is. I don't like, bro. How many times have I said I don't like that? Dude. Ooh, what the fuck? What was that, bro? Why'd she just scream? Someone closed the car door outside my house. I got scared. Why did she scream? And now, ooh, oh my god. Jesus.
It's no wonder why Akina didn't want to share this video initially. Now, besides the fact that the door opens,
I don't know.
closes all
I
by
don't even know what to
itself,
say about
there's
this one.
something Akina mentions that makes this whole video even more terrifying. According to her, at this moment, she had seen a figure standing at the doorway which looked a lot like her husband. But the weird part about this is that her husband had not come home from work yet. It was only a few hours before he came back, but strangely, to Akina, he was there, just staring at her from a distance. Now clearly, no one is there. However, if you listen closely to the audio, you can hear Akina's security alarm going off as though someone entered the house. It's for this reason she leaves the room to turn it off and to chase her husband, who was walking away at this point. But it's from this moment that things start to get
He's walking. Oh,
creepier, because not long after, Akina acts strange. From standing motionless at the door to quickly coming in and sitting down in a rigid manner, it's almost as if
that's what I thought too. Why did she scream and why was she sitting like that? Because that's weird, right? Like,
Akina was someone else. But as it turns out, she was just scared. Because after heading downstairs to see where her husband had gone, she saw that all the lights were still off and the door still locked. Her husband, as it seems, was not home yet. Freaked out, she heads back up and sits down while trying to figure out what just happened. If he wasn't home, then who was?
wait, how does she? Okay. So this is the layout of the room, right? The stairs have to be right to the right, like it's like close right, because she was just standing there. I don't think she ever went downstairs.
She continues to replay this moment in her head, despite occurring a while ago. But until it's figured out what happened, she'll continue to keep this video up on her page while sharing more videos of her son. For now,
That's scary,
this
bro.
occurrence remains a mystery.
The day, bro. The day I see some type of freaking skinwalker, mimic, any of that, bro, I'm calling Sam and freaking the guys from Supernatural. I forgot the other guy's name. Dean. Calling Sam and Dean, bro. I ain't built for that lifestyle. Unless the Lord give me some type of knowledge, some type of power on how to defeat him, that's out of my pay grade. That's out of my pay grade.
In this next video,
I get
a
paid
mother had
monthly,
recently shared a
not
clip
yearly,
that
bro.
freaked her out after
I
noticing
get paid
what was in
bi-weekly,
it.
bro.
One day, while looking at
Not
her
a
security
salary,
cameras,
bi-weekly.
Adrian Dakota notices something inside her living room, but more specifically, around her child's playpen. She wasn't sure as to what she was seeing, so she zooms in and replays the video to check. It goes without saying, but what she saw continues to keep her up at night. Now, it's important to note that before this incident, Adrian had already been
Her eyes are
documenting strange
crazy.
things around her house,
Really
and for
pretty
some
eyes.
reason, these occurrences had something to do with her children's toys.
Okay, toy randomly going off. I've seen that happen. That's a little weird. That's
Now,
nothing
it might
crazy.
be easy to write this off as being just a glitch or a toy
Yeah.
that's starting to malfunction, but what's strange is that this was happening day after day, one toy turning on after
Ugh.
another. And that's without mentioning that during this time, Adrian's daughter had an imaginary friend who she said was very tall.
That
Now, keep this
imaginary
imaginary friend in
friend.
mind, because this detail becomes important much later in the video she recently posted. The reason why she was so freaked out by the toys turning on was because prior to this, her daughter kept mentioning this imaginary friend.
Ooh.
And apparently, this so-called friend would show up in places where her daughter said it was, usually inside the house, near the toys. Adrian was so frightened by this, but more so by this video, because according to her, while taking care of her second child in another room, something terrifying appears in her living room. This is what she caught.
What are we about to see, bro? Oh, audio malfunction? Okay. Ooh! I thought that was a dog! I thought that was a dog, bro! I fucking hate Valorant, bro. Shit on my face. Is that not just another kid or a dog?
To Adrian, it appears that someone or something peeks out from behind her baby's playpen. Thankfully, her child wasn't in there during this moment. But strangely, even though no baby was occupying it, the figure itself looks like one. Whether it's just pareidolia or not, it's
I think that's pareidolia. That just looks like a cat or a dog. I don't know if she has another dog. If she doesn't, I don't know what the hell that is. And I see two dogs right there. You know, so I was assuming it was another dog
something is there.
just resting behind.
Considering that
You
a
know what
ball
I'm
just
saying?
fell off the shelf with no apparent cause, Adrian can't help but wonder if whatever this was had been
It
responsible.
looks like it's
for the
moving like a
other
dog
occurrences
would. Like what just happened? You know what I'm saying? Look, it's kind of moving like a dog
before.
would. So I think it's
It is
another dog
strange how each occurrence
that
involves
she
one of
forgot
their
about.
children's
Hopefully,
things.
maybe.
Whether it's
I don't
their
know.
toys or their small play enclosure, something unexplainable happens around them. This, of course, brings up the question, could this have been the supposed imaginary friend her daughter had previously mentioned? Or might this be something else entirely? Currently, and unfortunately, there is yet to be a definitive answer to this question.
Numero dos.
Now, the following
like
video
these.
was
These been
submitted
good
to
so
me by
far.
Ariane B, who writes that she took this video during a school field trip to the Philippines. It was 2010 when she recorded this, so understandably, the quality isn't that good. But
Makes
despite
sense.
being filmed on a cheap cell phone, she was able to capture something pretty noticeable on camera. And of course, what she notices is pretty creepy. According to her, she was taking a tour of an old fortress where many soldiers had lost their lives. This
Okay.
fortress is known as Fort
Is this in
Mills,
Spain?
and the section of this fort
looks
that
like it.
Ariane was touring is known as Battery Grubs, a section where both Filipino and American soldiers had
Probably
sacrificed their
not
lives
Spain.
while defending against invading forces in 1942. While touring Battery Grubs, Ariane captures this.
Bro, kids having fun. That looks so cheap. That looks so. I thought that was an anaconda on the wall, bro. That looked like a snake. Bro, that looks like one of two things, right? That looks like one of two things. That looks like someone either put that there, like in post, right? Like they just moved a PNG across the screen and like slid it down, right? Or that was literally just someone running up there and they felt awkward, bro. Like that's see, now that's way too fat. No.
Now, it's been 15 years since this video was taken, and Arion hadn't realized what was captured until rewatching this footage recently. On the upper level of this barrack, there appears to be something moving, but it doesn't look like a tourist who was just wondering. Rather, it looks like
that's
a moving
post.
blur
That was a
disappears
post,
in an
100%.
instant. Now, of course,
That one's
given
not
the
even-
camera's low quality,
Nah,
this might
bro.
have just been a camera artifact, or in other words, a visual glitch. But it's worth noting that this only appears once throughout the entire video. Never again do we see anything like this afterward, suggesting that maybe this wasn't the camera acting up, but instead something that was actually there. As Arion believes, this blurb was most likely the spirit of one of the soldiers who
That's
passed away during
pushing it.
battle
That's
here.
pushing it.
Perhaps this is them still living out the same scenario that played out during 1942,
broad daylight?
unaware
No.
that they're no longer alive. It's a sad thought, but nevertheless, this footage creeps out
No.
Arion. So then, just what exactly was caught on camera at
That
this
one's
fort?
fake. That one's fake.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation,
If you got any ghost
you can
videos, send them to
over
BRBub.
scaryvideos444
BRBub.
at gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Now, it's often the case that videos on the paranormal take place inside a home. It's usually the setting that makes small disturbances feel twice as scary, but the same can be said for any place where something that shouldn't occur happens. Such is the case in this next video, where a group of Philippine
bathroom?
students had caught something on camera inside an empty restroom. But as you'll see, it definitely
That's a men's
wasn't.
restroom, 100%.
Take a look.
There's urinals. Why that bathroom so nice? Anyway, bro. What? I didn't even see what happened. Oh, my camera died. Fuck. Hey guys, it's actually the next day. It's actually the next day. I know that's crazy. That's crazy. I know. It's actually the next day. It's actually the next day because I forgot that I had to finish recording the last literal minute of this video.
It's from
It doesn't matter.
restroom. But the thing is, they're nowhere to be seen. The only thing that is seen are the empty stalls where just moments ago, the door to one of them began to open on its own. But even without seeing this, the voice alone is pretty unnerving.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Hold on, let me turn that off. Excuse me,
To one
my
of them
brother?
being, the only thing that is seen are the empty stalls where just moments ago, the door to one of them began to open on its own. But even without seeing this, the voice alone is pretty unnerving. It's enough to make anyone just run away. Now, very little info is available on this clip, but what was captured is just one instance of something supernatural that occurred here. This school is said to be haunted.
More?
So then, was a ghost
Oh.
caught on camera, or had something else been captured?
Nah, someone just was getting bullied or something and they didn't, I don't know.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah,
Also,
sure.
if
Like
you
this
haven't
little
already
minute
done
type
so,
clip. Yeah,
please
I know you guys
subscribe and
care
make
so
sure to
much.
hit the
Thank you.
bell
I love
icon
you. Yeah,
so you don't
hey,
miss
I'll see
any
you guys.
uploads in the future.
I'll see you guys literally in like
Also,
5
be sure
seconds
to
because I'm
check
going to
out the
record
official
another one of these
TikTok
because these are
account
fun
for
and
this
I'm
channel.
hungry
That being said,
and I want to
until
watch some more
next
scary
time.
videos. So I'll see you guys in the next one, y'all. Peace.
É tão engraçado lembrar que foi você mesma que veio um dia me procurar. E não é nada fácil eu agora